brand new episode of Six Studios, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Batman-inspired wall mount on the cheap using stuff bought at my local Michael's and Dollar Tree. Now, the beauty of this project is that it's so simple that nearly anybody can do it. Need a last-minute present for someone who's a Batman fan? This is an easy way to go. So what are we standing around here for? Gotham needs us. Let's get to work. Okay, so the first step is just going to be taking some fine grit sandpaper and just going on the edges and just cleaning it up a little bit, because sometimes the edges on these can be a little frayed, and this isn't 100% necessary to do, but it doesn't hurt in the end. Some pieces are in better shape than others. For example, this one here has a chunk missing out of the side. You can just fill that in with some wood putty and then sand it down afterwards. Other than that, that's step one. So right now we're going to take some metal tags from Crafter's Square. Now, normally this is used for ornaments or whatever, and it only has one hole at the top. The problem is we need a second hole right there on the other side. So what we're going to do is put one right on top of the other, line it up like so, put it in the vise, and simply screw through. Screw through the hole, and that should put it on both sides nice and even. Okay, so right now we're going to focus on drilling all the holes. Now, because I'm going to be making a few of these, I made a template so that it's the same every single time. And basically what I did was I measured out the holes so that the metal tag will be directly in the center, even on both sides. And then I drilled a hole right in the top. That way you can flip it over after it's drilled, line up those holes, and then put in the screw right there to put the hook on. Next up, we're going to take some 3/4 inch self-tapping screws. We're actually going to prime it with gray primer and then spray it a flat black. Because of course we are. It's Batman. Gray and black is the thing. Next up is, you guessed it, we're going to be spraying all this with the gray primer, and then we're actually going to be leaving it gray just because it goes with the color theme of Batman. And then when it's all dry, we're actually going to go in and paint the beveled sides with black acrylic paint. That way it'll split up the color nicely, give it nice finished look. Obviously there's a number of them here. I'm just going to cue in on one because you don't need to see me paint all of them. So once this is all cured, probably within like 15 minutes, I actually gave it a second coat. This type of wood absorbs it so quickly, but the finish is nice and matte, and yeah, on to the next step. Next step is going around the edges here with a flat black acrylic paint. Alright, next up we're going to be using Cricut Design Space to cut out all the bat symbols. Now this is going to make things a hell of a lot easier. If not, you can always cut it out on some other piece of paper and just glue it down. This is just my preferred method to use vinyl, and I'm going to be using a flat black vinyl. So now what we're going to do is use transfer tape to transfer the bat symbol onto the metal. So now all we gotta do is just put the screws in, and then we are good. cut and print that is a wrap on the Batman wall mount. This was actually really easy to do and actually kind of fun. And it doesn't have to be exclusively Batman. Batman's just my personal favorite. It could be Batman, Robin, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, or any of the Marvel characters like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, you name it. This project offers so much creative freedom to basically do whatever you want. And if you do end up making them, send me a picture. I would love to see them. So you can find my Facebook page over here, Instagram page over here, and as usual, stay weird and stay tuned.